Or what's the deal with your boy Love One to Hate One in the building with your boy Gil, and we back at y'all with another radio call. You guys already know we finna cook, and we got an interesting topic we gotta discuss, and we're gonna fully break this shit down to a T. And when it comes down to this whole Edgar Berlanga shit, I see a whole bunch of people out there in the comment section telling me, man, I don't know, loved one, you gotta really check this out. And I chose to check this out and do a full breakdown and examining process with my boy Gil. That's on the call. You guys know I do my radio calls with. And we're gonna break this shit down, man. Unbiasedly. We're not gonna be biased about shit. Let's get straight to the punch. And let me tell you guys this is my quick thoughts. Listen, you guys, I checked out everything, and I even talked to I'm not gonna put his name out there, but I even talked to a professional boxer about this shit, man. And he said this. He said it's damn near impossible for guys to cheat nowadays when it comes down to the whole putting clay in your gloves. It's close to impossible to do that shit now. He also said this, all the days of, back in the day you can get away with it. Like, the Cotto versus Margarito, that shit was real. We all know it's possible, but nowadays it's like 99.9% not possible. You got guys out here that's looking for an excuse for Edgar Berlanga, including Edgar Berlanga himself. And it's just a way to make yourself feel better, if you ask me. And like I said, you guys, like the pro boxer I was speaking to, he said, man, listen, first of all, you got somebody from the state commission watching Sheeraz put his gloves on, number one, and somebody on Edgar Berlanga's team watching. So unless it's an inside job type of thing, you guys, it's not gonna happen. Unless you guys saying Edgar Berlanga, somebody on Edgar Berlanga's team cheated him, and the state, like, Edgar Berlanga, you're not that big, you're not the fucking president, man. Nobody need to sneak no shit on you. Like, I could see if you was like a fucking Canelo or some shit like that. You're not that big status like that. Nobody gotta cheat you, Edgar Berlanga. But another thing is too that the pro boxer said. He said boxers, we even have our own restrooms that we go inside. Like, you can't just use a public restroom before a fight. No, none of that shit. You can't just go in any restroom. You got your own private restroom that you use, and you are being watched and monitored in that restroom as well too, by security guards, etc. So it's, like I said, it's almost impossible. But I even made a video about this. I understand why Edgar Berlanga is doing this shit. It makes him feel better. It's like, let's say you the one that's watching, or Gil, you or me. We get into a fight, right? And we got knocked out cold. But we heard from the grapevine, or the person that knocked us out cold, we didn't even see the punch coming, but the person that knocked us out cold, we found out he had brass knuckles on. Anybody could get knocked out with brass knuckles. That's gonna make any of us feel better, knowing the fact that he had to have on brass knuckles to knock me out. That's how I personally feel about it. It's just a way to make Edgar Berlanga feel better about that ass whipping. Give me your full thoughts about this shit, Gil. Do you think, Edgar Berlanga gets the benefit of the doubt? Was it something funny about it? What's your thoughts?
He's trying to make sense of why he lost, basically. And when he has his girlfriend, wife, kind of put things out there, it's just another way of him saying, well, it wasn't me the one saying this. It was somebody else, right?
Right.
Possible deniability. But he wants to put it out there so he can get a rematch. But let's be honest, the commission's there, like you said, to keep an eye on anything funny happening. His own team is there. There's a lot of people watching when they're doing the hand wraps. If there's something fishy, sometimes they make you do it 2 or 3 times to make sure that you're not doing something you're not supposed to.
Right.
So let's keep it 100. He just wasn't prepared defensively for what was going to happen in the fight. You could see that he wasn't operating the same way he did against the Canelo Alvarez. He was on point for that fight, right? Mm-hmm. And he still lost. So Let's just be real. He just wasn't. He didn't look ready.
That's exactly how I feel. But did you actually see the gloves though? Like, did you?
I saw that it looked kind of funny, but sometimes you gotta take into account how they wrap them, bro. Like, it's gonna look kind of puffed up, kind of like there's something there, but it's the padding that they use, bro.
But it wasn't even that. It's the fact that people are trying to say why he didn't take the other glove off, but he only left one on. You know?
Yeah, I understand that, but the thing is, bro, like everybody's trying to make excuses to why he lost. He got up more than one time, bro. So if he would have been out straight out one punch, whatever, I get it. There's questions there, right?
Yeah, right.
But he got up. He kept getting up, and he was hurt from the first knockdown.
Yeah.
So stop making excuses. If there's still a question and Sheeraz wants to grant him a rematch, do it again. If I'm Sheeraz, I would be like, okay, let's do it again, and I'll do it again. Prove a point.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, call me crazy, but I actually want to see the rematch because I don't know, man. I just get a kick off Edgar Berlanga getting his ass whipped, man. Like, so he's gonna get his ass whipped in the rematch too, and I hope Turkey just set it the fuck up, you know. But
he likes to talk himself into fights. He's just trying to do the same thing, talk himself into a rematch. But I don't think he showed enough to prove to anybody that he's better than Sheeraz. Because I told you, I thought Sheeraz had a better chance than what people thought because
I know, me too.
He was a long fighter and he would be able to get some stuff up because Berlanga is not good defensively as much as people want to say he is.
Who the fuck said he was good defensively? They tripping. Shit.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. I mean, I've always seen that he's good offensively, but defensively he always has gaps.
Yeah, he don't got no goddamn defense, man. Shit, Hamzah was just letting. He didn't even have to set it up. He was letting that left hook at will.
He was too heavy on his feet. He wasn't really moving around like he should have been, moving his head.
Well, he said that.
A lot of punches that. I mean, Sheeraz has been saying all kinds of stuff ever since the victory, talking about giving warnings to Canelo, but it's like, dude, Berlanga wasn't really doing anything defensively to cause problems for Sheeraz either, right?
Yeah, but that's a whole nother subject. We all know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could talk about that, but that's just, I don't want to get off topic, because he need to stop that Canelo shit, man. Canelo ain't moving his head. Berlanga don't move his head. Canelo gonna move his goddamn head, for Christ's sake. But, yeah, that's some real...
It's a different beast.
Huh?
It's a different beast.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. So, yeah, but, like I said, I do like the way he stopped Edgar Berlanga. Like, he really put it on him and stuff like that. But a lot of people not talking about this. Hamzah basically gave Edgar Berlanga a taste of his own medicine, if you think about it. Because Berlanga came in a fucking heavyweight size against Canelo, and he fought it goddamn. If he want to make an excuse, shit, he could kind of say that, because Hamzah, man, is it just me? That boy look huge, man. Standing next to Edgar Berlanga, I'm just like, god damn. But hey,
it was his first fight at 168, right?
Yeah.
So if I was Berlanga, I would have tried to be a little bit heavier, try to put more power on my shots to kind of send a message a little bit. That's what kind of surprised me.
But see, the thing is, I feel like Edgar Berlanga, he wanted to be like, you know, a little more quicker and stuff. Well, he's not quick at all.
Yeah, but he didn't really move. That's the problem.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But you know, Edgar Berlanga, I guess he didn't know what to do against Canelo.
It would have been a good plan if you could implement it, but he wasn't really moving like that, bro. He was kind of heavy-footed. You know what I mean? He was standing there and taking big shots.
Yeah, he fought like his feet was in the quicksand. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. I swear to God.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's crazy to me too, because he looked small. Like, he didn't look as big as he did against Canelo. So I'm thinking he's gonna come in the fight and really move and stuff like that, or show us something different against Sheeraz. And we seen the same old Edgar Berlanga. But
and the thing is, bro, like he's had clips out there on Instagram, on X, on whatever, that he likes to argue with his management team as a corner.
Yeah.
When he's doing stuff, and then they're trying to teach him, and he's over there being kind of fruity about it.
Well, one thing
So
about
that kind of makes you think: does he really train as hard as he should? You know?
I think he did for this fight. But one thing about Edgar Berlanga, he is very stubborn, and he has this mentality where he feels like, oh, I'm gonna knock this guy out. You know, man. I don't know, man. But what I do know is I do not feel like Edgar Berlanga got cheated. I feel like, yes, things did look a little funny, but like I said, like the boxer I talked to, and I really believe, I think that, you know, all the interviews, the hype after the fight, you know, he was tired. He took one of the padding off, and he left the other one on. He's gonna eventually take it off. I don't want to make no excuses. Both of them are supposed to be off at the same time, but I just don't see how the fuck he cheated, you know, Edgar Berlanga. And if you felt he cheated, shit, I hope Hamzah give him a rematch and just really put him to sleep this time, because he's not going to beat Hamzah. What's your final thoughts on that, though? That's my final thoughts.
There's just too many guys watching boxers nowadays right before a fight, bro, because of what happened to Resto so many years ago, where he actually, you know, killed somebody, you know, after the fight because he had stuff in his wraps. I think ever since that fight, there's been a concerted effort by the commission to really pay attention. That's why they cracked down on Margarito when they figured that out.
Yeah.
He was banned for a little bit. And I think that there's too many people watching the fighters nowadays to really say that somebody cheated in a fight. I mean, same situation with Deontay Wilder and the Gypsy King, when he was saying that he cheated. They never could prove anything, but they had the rematch. It got settled, and I think that's what needs to happen now. Just do a rematch. Prove it.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Have a rematch and prove it. And if Edgar Berlanga beat Hamzah, shit, he back like he never left. Shit, but we all know that's not going to happen. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on that, though. Any more final thoughts before you get up out of here, Gil?
I just don't think Edgar will ever be the same. The way he took those knockdowns, it kind of looked like he was done.
Oh yeah,
so,
man.
It was kind of surprising to me that he didn't talk about retirement after that.
Hey, man. Me too, man. But he's talking about taking a vacation. I'm gonna just say it like this: he can forget about all the big fights, you know, all the Canelo fights, all the well, he probably could get a Charlo fight one day, but he got to come back and beat a few bums up, at least.
Yeah, to reestablish himself in the fight game a little bit.
Yeah, he got to start. He got to do exactly what Deontay Wilder's doing right now, and kind of build himself back up.
I think where he needs to start is really listen to his cornerman, his people, and really pay attention. Stop being so stubborn.
Agreed.